Hey guys, I'm Chris Norwood, and I'm on a journey to hear every song ever recorded. And let me get those guitars a little bit more in the screen. Today we're going to be looking at some musical headlines on Google Discover, and there's some really good ones today. Hopefully it hasn't updated since my lunch break at work. My Chihuahua's in the background, my music collection's in the background, my house is above and around me, and let's just jump into this. We're going to be skipping the ones that are non-music related, like, Batman or politics or whatever. Screw that mess. We're going to be talking about music today. First up, and this has been a big one, I'm actually working on a video about this in its own format. Marilyn Manson. This is from Loudwire.com. You got stylist Love Bailey remembers Marilyn Manson putting a gun to her head. And I skimmed this one earlier this week. Actress Evan Rachel Wood revealed Marilyn Manson as her abuser. Several other women came forward. Now, Love Bailey is a transgender stylist who was 20 years old at the time in 2011. She went to Marilyn Manson's house to help with a photo shoot, and an unnamed actress, according to Daily Beast, it was sometime in 2011, there was a recording studio, a bedroom, and a living room. She saw demonic paintings and artwork out of charcoal arranged in a circle. It looked like he was trying to open up a portal, some demonic presence. There was a glass cage with a lock on it. There's some really graphic stuff in here with him and the female that was there. She looked blacked out, wasted. I don't know if it was from pills. She was not coherent at all. She was stumbling. She was hurt. Marilyn Manson laughed at her. I ran over to help her. And Marilyn Manson pulls a gun and puts it to my head. A big Glock, a metal Glock, not a toy gun. This was a real gun. He puts it straight to my forehead. It says forward here and says, "I don't like bleep." As he laughs in this really dark, aggressive tone, Bailey is a trans woman. Seeing that this was not a joke by any means, Bailey was stunned. She felt threatened, and she kept it to herself for 10 years, mainly out of fear for being blacklisted by photographers and fashion industry as a whole. Wood's testimony inspired Bailey to go public. "These men have no power over me anymore, and I'm sorry it took so long to come out about the story. I'm happy to share my truth." There's a video. That is again from Loudwire. I know we had heard from Evan Rachel Wood previously, and she didn't really name the person. There was a few different people that it could have been, but a lot of people assumed, and now correctly assumed, that it was Marilyn Manson. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about whether they will continue to listen to his music, whether they will boycott him as he's been boycotted before. What do you guys think? I personally, I will still listen to his music. I will. I don't know what else to say about it. Sometimes you do have to separate the artist from the art. And I feel like with Marilyn Manson, I feel like in some ways it's easier, in some ways it's harder with him. Let's move on to the next music news story. We got Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee are eager to make new music together. Are we getting new music from Rush? Alex Lifeson has confirmed that he and Rush bandmate Geddy Lee have discussed working on new music together. After we finished the last Rush tour in 2015, I started just writing on my own and doing some stuff, Lifeson explained in an interview with Make Weird Music. Geddy was working on his book. We talked about getting together and doing some stuff, but it got very, very busy for him, even after he finished writing the book, taking it on the road, so he never got a chance to sit down and start working on just having some fun together. Despite the delay, both Rush musicians still discuss a potential collaboration. We talked about it. I'm sure we will work together. Of course, now the pandemic, it's kind of wrecked things for a bit, but we're both eager to get back together and kind of get back into that thing that we've done since we were 14 years old that we really love to do. We work really well together, so we'll see what happens with that. You can catch the interview over here on YouTube. Again, this actually for the first time, this is on ultimateclassicrock.com. I've been getting into Rush lately. I've been taking some advice from Crash Thompson here on YouTube, and I'm trying to get into Rush. We're going to skip the Chuck Norris article. We're going to skip the college credit hoopla. We're going to skip the Doctor Who article, even though I'm a big fan. And we're going to go to the 25 greatest classic rock guitar tones of all time. And this comes up because I do a lot of research on guitar tones and guitar chords and stuff like that. This is coming at you from GuitarWorld.com. I want to give credit where credit is due. I'm working on my weird YouTube voice. Number 15. This is an article, the 25 greatest classic rock guitar tones of all time. The electrifying tones from EVH, Hendrix, Gibbons, Page that lit up rock's second evolutionary leap. You got Eddie, Jimmy, Billy, and somebody else there. The world of electric guitar tone changed and changed fast as the first wave of rock and rollers laid down the template for modern beat combo. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to go through all this, but again, it's on GuitarWorld.com if you want to check it out. The 25 greatest classic rock guitar tones of all time. Then we've got, now I'm doing kind of a slapped ham voice. Old City and Murs released Black Flag sampling song, Sixers. If that's kind of your thing, I do enjoy Black Flag from time to time. And that could be interesting if you want to check that out. That is on a punk website. I've actually done an entire video on this. Serge Tankian of System of a Down teases title track of Elasticity EP, originally meant for System of a Down. I am very excited about that. I feel like it's going to be Serge's best solo material because it's tied to System of a Down. There's just no other way to say it. The best albums of 2021. January, Maloma, Weezer, and more. That's on rollingstone.com if you want to check it out. Here's an article about Chester Bennington. His first band, Inside Grey Days' new acoustic EP, something. Now, I enjoyed hearing Grey Days, but it kind of feels like a cash grab to me. I did enjoy the album, but I'm not going to revisit it. It's like, do you want to hear Linkin Park before they were good? Here you go. Here's Grey Days. And now they're doing an acoustic. I mean, they're just taking his voice and just slapping it over whatever they want to sell. Maybe it's not that pessimistic, but for me it is. I'm just not a huge fan. I tried. I actually gave Grey Days a pretty good review, but I'm not going to be revisiting it. I don't believe. There's some Star Wars rumors, which we won't talk about. There's some Home Depot innovations we won't talk about. Here's some music news. Metallica to perform on special Super Bowl edition of Colbert. What else do we have here? Some G.I. Joe, some TV shows. Green Day performing at upcoming NFL honors ceremony ahead of Super Bowl. So we're going to be getting Metallica and Green Day. Holy crap. What if they what if they do something together, like Green Day and U2 at the Superdome? There is a house in New Orleans they call the Superdome. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. I cried to my dad. Marilyn Manson dropped by CAA after Evan Rachel Wood's abuse allegations. I feel like there needs to be more done before artists get dropped. I mean, it's just a he said, she said situation, and I'm not taking sides, but there needs to be evidence. There needs to be a burden of proof. You need to be innocent until proven guilty. And, just somebody just coming out of the woodwork and saying stuff like this, and I know they're not accurate, but lie detector test. Hook them both up to a lie detector test. Why is she bringing this up now? I understand that it's traumatic, and it could take years to get comfortable with bringing it to someone else's attention. But I don't know. It's hard to say with celebrities. A lot of people are going after the money, and it's just hard to say. It's hard to say. I am not defending Marilyn Manson. I honestly feel like maybe he could have done it. He could have done it. He could not have done it. We weren't there. We don't know. Let's just move on to some better news. Let's see. Coup caught on camera. Myanmar woman goes viral for dance video with something. That's kind of music related. Got some Michael Myers news. David Bowie changes story beside the song. Let's just click on that. We love some David Bowie, right? Changes. Oh, it was a song called Changes. Then we've got, let's see, we got some health news. We got some science news, some nerdy news. Dave Grohl impresses with his lasagna on Mary McCartney serves it up. That's pretty cool. Foo Fighters. What other music news do we have? Weezer is releasing some videos for the songs from OK Human. The second greatest album of 2021 so far, behind Viagra Boys, Welfare Jazz. Loudwire is all over my Google Discover. Now, I don't like these clickbait videos, but I do remember, what's her name from Headbangers, Julia, whatever, 10 times System of a Down outclassed interviewers. If you want to watch that, it's on YouTube. I personally find those very clickbaity, and I'm going to skip it. What do we got? What do we got in music nerd news? Gang of Four's 77 to 81 box set gets new release date. That's over on pitchfork.com if you want to check it out. A Time for the Blues is over on downbeat.com. It's a good time for the blues. This is one that I've been seeing a lot on YouTube and on Google. They're related, right? The story of Riot, the unluckiest band in the world. I'm not familiar with Riot. Have you guys heard Riot? I haven't. Man, Marilyn Manson is just all over the place with with these accusations. Marilyn Manson reacts to being dropped by a record label. Oh my gosh, there's a video here. Let's check it out. See what he says.
In light of today's disturbing allegations by Evan Rachel Wood and other women naming Marilyn Manson as their abuser, Loma Vista will cease to further promote his current album, effective immediately. Due to these concerning developments, we have also decided not to work with Marilyn Manson on any future projects.
Yeah, so Marilyn posted on his Instagram, obviously my art and my life have long been magnets for controversy, but these recent claims about me are horrible distortions of reality. My intimate relationships have always been entirely consensual with like-minded partners, regardless of how and why others are now choosing to misinterpret the past. That is the truth. Now, this is interesting. Yet 75 says Manson has exhibited disgusting legal behavior or is abused by men in power.
You just got to be up.
So there's just a lot to that, and it's just something where that was a little bit clickbaity again, where they showed him there, but then it quickly changed. Let's move on. Again, let's find some good news. Good news. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got in the pot? What do we got in the pot? Ooh, heavy metal fans. We got some Iron Maiden news here. Iron Maiden's Killers, the underrated classic that pointed the way to a glorious something over at Louder. Then we've got Queen and Adam Lambert, Love Kills, live at iHeart Theater. That's pretty awesome. I might check that out later. I'm a huge Queen fan. That's on YouTube. Queen plus Adam Lambert, Love Kills. Check it out. We've got more Foo Fighters news. Foo Fighters Medicine at Midnight interview on Apple Music. That is, again, that's actually on YouTube. I guess sponsored by Apple Music. That is the music news for the day. Thank you. Thank you.